Over the last decade, society has placed enormous trust in medical professionals, people trained to save lives, ease suffering, and protect the most vulnerable. But when that trust is broken, the consequences are devastating. Today, we're examining some of the most disturbing real cases from the past 10 years where patients died while under the care of medical professionals. These stories are not rumors or internet speculation. They are documented cases that led to investigations, trials, convictions, acquittals, and in some cases, lifelong questions. This is not about fear. It's about accountability, systems, and how fragile life becomes when trust fails. One of the most shocking cases in modern medical history is that of Lucy Letby, a neonatal nurse in the United Kingdom. Between 2015 and 2016, multiple babies died unexpectedly in the neonatal unit where she worked. Initially, doctors and administrators struggled to understand why mortality rates were rising. Over time, investigators uncovered evidence that babies were harmed through deliberate acts such as air injections, insulin poisoning, and overfeeding. In 2023, Letby was convicted of murdering 7 infants and attempting to murder several others, receiving a whole life sentence. Her case forced hospitals worldwide to re-examine how internal concerns are handled and how long warning signs can be ignored. Another global case that stunned the medical community involved Paolo Macchiarini, a high-profile surgeon celebrated for pioneering artificial trachea transplants. Patients were told the procedures were life-saving breakthroughs. Instead, many suffered horrific complications, infections, organ failure, and prolonged deaths. Investigations later revealed that the implants were experimental, inadequately tested, and often misrepresented. After years of controversy, Macchiarini was convicted in 2023. His story exposed how ambition, prestige, and institutional silence can override patient safety. In the United States, Dr. William Husel became the center of a massive investigation involving dozens of ICU deaths at an Ohio hospital. Prosecutors alleged that Husel administered excessive doses of fentanyl to critically ill patients, causing their deaths. Families questioned whether these were acts of mercy, malpractice, or something more sinister. In 2022, Husel was acquitted of criminal charges, but his medical license was permanently revoked. The case highlighted how difficult it is to legally define intent at the end of life, and how blurred the line between comfort care and fatal error can become. Some cases don't involve malice, but devastating error. In 2020, an anesthesia overdose during surgery in India led to the death of a patient when incorrect dosages were administered. Initial explanations blamed equipment malfunction, but later investigations pointed to human error. Anesthesia mistakes are among the most dangerous in medicine because patients cannot speak or respond when something goes wrong. One calculation, one assumption, one missed step, and life can be lost in minutes. France faced its own reckoning with Joel Lescournek, a physician whose long history of abuse and negligence was ignored across multiple institutions. While many of his crimes involved abuse, investigations also linked deaths to failures in oversight and intervention. The case revealed how fragmented reporting systems allow dangerous individuals to move quietly between hospitals, leaving harm behind them. Beyond individual names, there is a broader pattern seen worldwide. Preventable deaths caused by what investigators call failure to escalate. Patients arrive with warning signs of sepsis, internal bleeding, or neurological emergencies. Symptoms are dismissed. Tests are delayed. Senior doctors are not called. Families later discover that earlier intervention could have saved their loved one. Lawsuits are won. Apologies are issued, but the patient is gone. These deaths don't always make headlines, yet they happen every day. What ties these stories together isn't just tragedy. It's the uncomfortable truth that modern medicine is a system run by humans. And humans make mistakes, hide errors, chase recognition, and sometimes abuse power. Hospitals are complex environments where hierarchy, fear of liability, and institutional reputation can silence warnings until it's too late. These cases don't mean medicine is unsafe. They mean vigilance matters, transparency matters, and questioning authority, even in places built on trust, can save lives. Because when patients enter a hospital, they give up control of their bodies, their voices, and often their consciousness. In that moment, life becomes fragile in a very real way. These stories are reminders, not to fear doctors, but to demand accountability, clear communication, and systems that protect patients over reputations. Because when trust breaks down in medicine, the consequences aren't abstract. They are final. If this video made you pause, question, or reflect, leave a comment with your thoughts and subscribe for more Fragile Lives, where real stories remind us how thin the line can be between care and catastrophe.